Hello everybody, welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris, I'm your coach and sports therapist, and welcome to our movement series. Today we are going to be doing a lower body strength session, so if you want to take part, by all means create a little space in the environment that you're in. Grab some weights if you have it, grab a small resistance band to help get those glutes on fire. And grab a mat if you have that, okay? First things first, hit that subscribe button if you can, and chuck some music on. Let me know in the comment section if this is your first workout, if it's your fifth workout, however long you've been in the channel, and let me know what the overall goal is, and by all means I can tailor certain classes towards you and those goals, okay? So, to wake up everything, what you're going to do, you are going to draw one leg forward, okay? You're going to drive forward and then come back, okay? So, just drive forward nice and gently, come back just to wake up those hips, wake up that groin. Now, if you need a little bit of a cushion, by all means chuck it underneath that knee. Otherwise, by all means, keep going, okay? So one more. Good, swap sides. So depending on how tight you are, you might want to ease into it. Okay, if you get any pain underneath your knee, by all means, come down a little bit and rock back here. But if you can, try to stay upright, just because you're going to get more stretch in your hip flexor. Good, couple more. Last one. Good. From there, what we're going to do is pop your hands here, okay? From there, you're going to take your outside elbow down. You're going to place the hand on the back of your head. You're going to rotate as best as you can, and then come right round, tapping the elbow on the floor, okay? So focus on following it around with your head. There's a big rotation. Nice and gentle. Good. Keep following it around with that head. Try and really open up the chest. Good. Swap the sides. Remember, outside arm down as best as you can. If you're struggling with mobility in the hip, by all means, grab a yoga block to stick underneath here and just raise it up ever so slightly. Okay, but if you can, drop down to the floor. Big rotation, opening up that chest, focus on the shoulder, not necessarily the elbow. And then gently coming around, tap in. Big drive out. Big deep breaths, keep it up. Nice and steady. Good. From there, in a nice box position if you can, you're gonna balance on two hands and a knee. Okay, you're gonna come up and out to the side. Okay, gentle up, out to the side. Keeping the right angle with the leg, focusing on keeping a relatively straight back and fixed pelvis if you can. Good, one more of each. And swap the sides. Good, big deep breaths. Good, final one. Perfect. Okay, from there, what we're gonna do, we're gonna slide the band onto our thighs, okay, coming just above the knee, just like so. And laying down nice and flat. Okay, to begin with, okay, feet shoulder width apart, feet, knees, hips, shoulders all in a line. Okay, drive out, make sure you have some tension on that band, okay? And then tuck up, driving up from a straight line from your shoulder all the way up. You're not hyperextending and going further, you're just bringing it so it's a straight line, okay? From there, gently come down, tap the floor with your bum, straight back up, nice and steady. Let's go. Good, two more. Perfect. From there, rolling on to the side, okay, bringing your knees up, not quite necessarily a right angle, slightly more 45 degrees if you can. Glue your heels together, okay, and you're gonna open just like so, okay? So, big deep breath, big squeeze out, hinge in just like a door. Really waking those hips up, right by here, right in that dimple in your bum. That's where you're targeting. Good, two more. Good, from there, spinning around or rolling over, whichever you find easiest. Remember, 45-degree angle. Big draw open, squeeze at the top. Trying to keep that spine nice and straight if possible. Good. How's that feeling? Let me know. Certainly going to be targeting those glutes, that hip. So important. So many of us are knee dominant. Relates to so many knee injuries. That quad dominance, working on that posterior chain, is going to really help balance you out. Get more power in the saddle if you're riding. Get more power in the run if you're a runner. And just general overall health benefits if you're an everyday person. Good. From there, coming back over, laying on your back. Okay, feet shoulder width apart, knees driven out, bum should be on fire. Okay, you're driving up, squeezing at the top, back down, big drive up. Good job. Squeezing at the top. Try and get as much as you possibly can. Keep those knees controlled. Don't let them go in at the bottom. Keep them out. And then a big, powerful drive up as best as you can. Good. From there, this time, laying on your original side. If you can, your legs are going to be straight this time. Hand is coming out to the top. Okay, driving up. Keeping that spine nice and neutral if you can. Good, nice and steady. I like to try and tuck my toes up if possible. Okay, so nice and steady. Big drive up. Try and imagine there's a spinet level. Keeping that foot level at the top. You're not rotating the hip. You're not rotating those legs. Big drive up. That's it, perfect. Keep going, one more. Good job, well done. Spinning around. Remember, body as straight as you possibly can. And a big drive up. Take note of which side hurts more than the other. Okay, which side is stronger than the other. Because we really want to work on that balance. If you are experiencing certain discomforts, certain tightnesses, and so on, it's really important that you do a little bit more recovery on that one side, a little bit more stretching, a little bit more mobility, and a little bit more massage or foam rolling. Good, shake it out. Okay, so gently coming up like so. Okay, leave the weights alone for a second, okay, unless you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. However, what I want you to do is really focus on kind of planting your feet. If you're wearing barefoot shoes, like Vivo barefoot shoes, by all means, keep them on. If not, take your trainers off. Really plant your feet into the floor. Now, by planting your feet, I mean separate your toes, twist them in, right? Notice what's happening with my shins, okay? I'm rotating them out, kind of imagining I'm digging my feet into sand. What that does is it really draws my knees out and wakes up every part of the outside of the leg, the glutes, kind of switching everything on so it safeguards those knees, okay? From there, what I'm gonna do is draw my bum back. I'm gonna go halfway. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna squeeze back out there halfway, squeeze back out, okay? Make sure that you're not over squeezing, okay, to the point where you're kind of leaning back or driving through. You just wanna tuck the pelvis under before driving out, okay? Right, you ready? Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Two more. Good, shake it out from there, okay? If you have a perfect bar like so, or chair, you're gonna hold on gently, okay? You're gonna place your hand on your hip, and you're gonna drive out like so, okay? If you don't have anything, by all means, place your hand on your hips, okay? And draw out like so, okay? Ooh. So one more. Brilliant. Swapping legs, go straight in. Good. Big deep breaths. One more. Good. From there, feet nice and wide again. Hands on the shoulders. Okay, coming down, elbows to knees, squeeze through. Sit, let's go. Sit, one more. Good. Back to our original side now, okay? There we go. Working on that proprioception, that balance. It's going to be so key. Especially if you have poor balance, picking up a lot of ankle injuries, knee injuries, even hip injuries. Good, swap legs. All comes down to those supporting muscles. The more you engage them, the more you're going to be improving that athleticism and reducing that injury risk from non-contact injuries. Good, shake it out. Have a little rest. Have a little drink if you need it. You're gonna have 20 seconds from now, okay? And then we've got 2 more rounds. Then we're gonna move on, work that posterior chain using those weights. So for now, if you want to use weights, by all means do so. If you don't, then chuck them down for now. Emphasize the posterior chain on this session. So, gently getting ready. Running 3, 2, feet out, driven out. 1, let's go. Good. From there, standing position. Hands on hips, head up straight, looking forward, big drive out with the leg. Remember, keeping that foot dead, straight. You don't want any sort of rotation, okay? The more you can help the alignment during these exercises, the more your movement's gonna be better. Gonna pick up less niggles, less injuries, and see a massive increase in performance. Good, swap sides. Here we go. Good. Keep it up. Keep focused. Great job. So, back in. Last round. Two more. Great job. Final time. Balancing on those feet. Hands on hips. Looking in the distance. Control your breathing. Nice and steady movement. Keep those toes facing forward. Good job, swap sides. Remember, splay the toes, gauge the foot. I tend to focus on my big toe and my heel. If those are glued down, everything else will take care of itself, he says. Sit. Good, one more. Good. Chucking the band off for now. chuck that to the side. Okay, so what we're gonna do, gonna place one leg forward, one leg directly underneath your hip, directly underneath your shoulder, okay? If you did the exercise class yesterday, okay, you'll notice that we did this for the shoulder press, okay? This is how you set yourself up for a split squat or then progressing into a walking lunge, okay? It's really important that you have your heel facing up towards the sky. Now, usually if I do this one loaded, I tend to load the opposite hand to opposite leg. You're looking for a lovely right angle, and then that way you're loading your hip as you come up. Imagine this is the elevator shaft and you're driving up here, okay? Now, some of you might not be able to start from the floor, and that's absolutely fine. Some of you might need a bar or a chair. What I would recommend is having it on the opposite side. So if you're using the bar or chair, have it like this, and then when you do the other leg, spin around, okay? What that's gonna do is help with counterbalance. Now, if you are really gonna struggle with your balance, okay, just step out a little wider so you have a greater platform, okay? What you don't want is that knee falling inwards, all right? Does that make sense? So all the glute work that we just did is all to prevent that knee from rotating in. In is bad, out is not so much, okay? Right, so think big toe, heel down, think proud chest. I tend to draw my shoulders back, okay? Lift my head up, and then a big drive up, okay? You ready? Sit, let's go. Good, swap your sides. Set yourself up first. Go to 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, shake it out. A little loose as you can feel. Hits and targets those quads a little more. Some of you, if you've got tightness, are going to feel it right down the bottom towards the knee. It might come across as a bit of knee pain if you're excessively tight. If you are, get some massage guns, get a massage, use your foam roller, okay? But stretch those quads out, and also get in the habit of doing this stretch where you lean forward and lift up this leg. Now this leg could be on the edge of a sofa, and as you lean and drive forward there, it's really going to stretch that quad and the hip flexor, but only if you tuck the pelvis forward as you squeeze, okay? So, gently getting ready. Nice proud chest, hands on the back, shoulders back, head up, right angles. Sit, let's go. One more. Good. Swap the sides. Setting up in 3, 2, 1, and go. Big drive up. Good job, well done. Shake it out. Nice and loose. Big deep breath. We've got one more round of this, then we're going to hit our hamstrings on a deadlift or RDL. Okay. Whew. Let me know in the comment section how you doing. How are you finding this? Is it working for you? Are you used to this type of stuff? You know, how do you normally train? What do you normally target? What would you like to target a little bit more? By all means, let me know in that comment section, okay? Right, so gently getting ready, setting yourself up, okay? Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Big drive up, sit. Good job, well done. Carefully swapping over. Sit, straight in, let's go. Good job, well done, shake it out. Okay, so this next one, if you are brand new to deadlifts, what I want you to imagine is you're keeping your shins dead straight. Now, it's not that you're standing up tall, because what that does is it promotes a rounded back when you go down and then a hyperextension when you come up. Imagine you are drawing your shoulders back, hands are on the hips, arms are straight, you're sliding your bum back, you go down to your knee, you've got this lovely little kind of 45-degree angle here, straight shin, and then back to the top. Now, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together right by here, okay? It's bum back, bum forward, okay? Bum back, bum forward, okay? Now, if you need to lean up against a wall, by all means stand a certain amount of distance away, so when you're there and your hands are on your knees, your bum should touch that wall, and then as you drive forward, that way you know you've gone far enough. Or you can use the hand method where literally once you're there, that's fine. Excuse me. So, gently getting ready, okay? What we're gonna do, you're gonna set your dumbbells together. If you've got a kettlebell, that's absolutely fine. If you've got a bar like this, that's absolutely fine as well. Otherwise, set your dumbbells together, gently getting ready, slide down. Remember, nice proud chest, puff it up, okay? If you're able to draw back at the top, you didn't draw it back at the start. Remember, keep the neck neutral. Good job, well done, keep it up. One more. Good, gently chuck it down. Shake it out. Big deep breaths, okay? Easiest way to practice this exercise is to use a wooden dowel, right? I have a fancy one. A broom handle will do just as good, and you kind of start with your hands thumb width apart from your hip. You draw back. What that does is it squeezes and rotates your elbows so the dimple is facing forward, okay? And you're pushing the bar into your leg as you creep backwards. As soon as you got to the knee, I go just underneath the patella. Okay, so your kneecap, you're then driving up nice and tall, okay? Now, the reason why you don't move your head or your neck is because it's part of your spine. So effectively, you're looking like you're there. So you've got your crown, your pelvis, and as you go back, that spine is nice and neutral and straight like this stick is, okay? So by all means, after this class, practice, 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 because it will make such a difference to your deadlift. So when you're putting on plates, you're doing it safely and effectively, okay? So, big deep breaths, getting ready. Going in 3, 2, 1. Draw it down, get the stretch in the hamstring. Big drive up. If you're wondering why you haven't got a stretch in the hamstring, that's absolutely fine. You might be more flexible than others. If you're feeling every little bit of it, like myself, you, like me, maybe a cyclist, maybe a triathlete, may just be naturally tight in your hamstrings. The more you stretch and develop that the less you'll feel it. And also the more you get used to this exercise, the less you'll feel it. Big deep breaths. Keep driving that hip forward, squeeze your bum at the top. Good effort. Almost there. 2 more. Final one. Good job, well done. Shake it out. That is it for us today. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you've got more energy, by all means, head to the playlist, check out one of the other classes, check out the channel. There are hundreds and hundreds of classes. If you can't find them, head over to the playlist section or the live section. For 2 years, I did daily live classes. So by all means, check them out. We've got upper body, lower body strength. We've got some yoga mobility playlists. We've got some prehab or corrective exercise for the upper body and the lower body. So if you are having problems, by all means, check those out. And I promise you, if you put the training in, put the work in, you will see the benefit and the outcome and either get rid of those injuries or see that performance and ultimately get the body that you want and deserve, all right? Thank you so much for joining me today. If you can, please hit that subscribe button. We are growing daily. It is amazing to see, and I want to have you here. All right, take care, have a good one, and by all means, tag me in your photos on Instagram. I'd love to see your progress. Take care.